Hello. This is Yoon Seung, the new royal master who meets Atomy and wins every day. I grew up with parents who farmed in a small rural village in Yangsan, Gyeongsangnam Province, learning the value of sweat and sincerity. I was born poor, I was cut into poverty, and I lived faithfully as my parents taught me not to live poorly. I will never pass on poverty. The cubs will never starve. Father, are you watching? Just like my father's determination to say that, I have also been running until now with the determination not to pass on poverty to my children. My previous job was a sign language interpreter with a nationally recognized license, and I worked at the Sign Language Interpretation Center for about 15 years. We hosted various events. I did various activities such as TV appearances, elections, and interpreting. However, I once had a lot of dreams. I loved sports, so I did high jumping and track and field activities, but I had to give up right away. I also wanted to become an international sign language interpreter. But for me, who was born poor, a dream was just a dream. On the outside, he was confident, but in his heart, he always had an unsolvable homework of poverty. Then, through Sister Shin, I came across the Atomy business. Atomy, he was telling me, you can. Everything is possible. When there is no hope, the only hope is to have hope, which turned all my impossibility into a possibility. However, as someone who was new to the network business, the Atomy business was never easy. He was often rejected by his acquaintances, and his handwriting was strong. I once went over 2 mountains to deliver a foam cleanser. I once waited all day in the corner of the venue when an acquaintance told me to place an order, and with my inexperienced driving skills, I didn't hesitate to go a long way and ran wherever I went. On the way to my family, I had a pee accident in the hallway. I scrapped my 6-month-old car and passed the threshold of death. On the way back from a lecture at night, the engine oil leaked and the car stopped in the middle of the highway, almost killing me again. Nevertheless, I did not give up. Because I have a family that pays the price of poverty, that desperation has become the reason why I must succeed. So Okami was my only hope and a new path for me, who had no learning, having, or experience. One day, when I was running with such a desperate heart, I was introduced by an acquaintance and went to deliver products to Hedong, Jeongnam. There, where I didn't know anyone, I met a former soccer player by chance. But he said he wanted to sell Atomy cosmetics to South America. After signing up, I flew 60% with a backpack and started expanding the Atomy business to the United States and South America. The opportunity came without warning, and I also had a global business partner, and now he is a star master in Mexico. Yes. I also get married. I also bought a house. It ranked 4th in sales in Mexico. How could this happen? All of this is not my ability. It was a miracle created by Atomy. If I were alone, I would never have come this far. Thank you to my dear sponsors for always supporting me in times of joy and sadness. While sharing a line of kimbap. Even when we were paying $1 million on an empty country street, we were together. In those days when I couldn't make money, I was blessed with sadness and cried. When I became an auto sales company, we were together during those difficult times when I cried a lot. During the corona pandemic, when daily life became a miracle, Imperial came together. If you scatter, agents. With such a slogan, without a single person, we were one. My dear partner bosses, I was able to be where I am today because of all of you. I will not forget the hard work of the bosses. Now I want to tell my parents, Dad, Mom, don't feel sorry for me anymore. I have already received it from both of you. And my eldest son got married this year. Do Yun, Dongmin, the fetus, poor. It was hard to meet my poor mother. Thank you so much for believing in me and waiting for me. From now on, I will be the best mother in life and death. This trip to Europe is the beginning. I think it's just the beginning. There is a leader in Paris who has a job to do. Until the day everyone loves you. We will be with you until the end, Everyone, since we met Atomy, we chose to live in poverty. Atomy, I hope you will live a life of success together. I appreciate it. World. You showed that Atomy's hope will be passed on.